Good evening and welcome to State of Business on our television. I'm Nadun Sirivardhana. Let's have a look at the headlines. IMF team praises Sri Lanka's economic progress during visit. COPE highlights misuse of funds in airport development project. News in detail. The International Monetary Fund staff team, led by Ivan Papageorgiou, has concluded its recent visit to Sri Lanka, highlighting the nation's commendable economic progress under the IMF's Extended Fund Facility program. During their visit, the IMF team held discussions with Sri Lankan authorities, focusing on the country's reform agenda and policies. Key achievements noted include a 5% economic growth rebound in 2024, inflation reduction to -2.6% by the end of March 2025, and an increase in gross official reserves to $6.5 billion. Despite these gains, the team acknowledged global uncertainties affecting financial markets, emphasizing the need for more time to assess external shocks and their implication for Sri Lanka. Sustaining reform momentum is crucial to safeguarding recent economic improvements and achieving long-term stability. The team encouraged continued efforts in revenue mobilization, fiscal reforms, and structural adjustments such as reinstating VAT refund mechanisms and ensuring cost recovery in electricity pricing. The government was also urged to prioritize social safety nets for vulnerable groups while maintaining fiscal discipline. The National Initiative for Research and Development Commercialization spearheaded a discussion to commercialize research and development activities in Sri Lanka's defence sector. The meeting was held at the Presidential Secretariat recently. The meeting brought together key stakeholders from the Centre for Defence Research and Development under the Ministry of Defence, the Sri Lankan Army, Navy, Air Force, Sir John Kotalawala Defence University, and the Research and Development Division of the Sri Lanka Police. Chaired by Senior Advisor to the President on Science and Technology, Professor Gomika Udugamsuriya, the session focused on streamlining completed and ongoing research projects to explore opportunities for their commercial application. Discussions centered on enhancing innovation, resource sharing, and strengthening collaboration between civil and defense research institutions. Notable innovations with commercialization potential were identified during the meeting. Under the leadership of President Anurukumara Dissanayake, the Clean Sri Lanka program is set to roll out 34 new projects this year, with several expected to commence before the end of April. A one-day workshop was held at the Clean Sri Lanka Secretariat in Lotus Building at the Temple Trees recently. The session, led by Secretary to the President Dr. Nandika Sanath Kumarnayaka, provided technical guidance on preparing project proposals for submission to the Department of National Planning. The program, which has been allocated 5 billion rupees from the national budget, aims to drive social, environmental and ethical transformation across Sri Lanka. Once approved by the Department of National Planning, detailed action plans will be developed, ensuring projects are aligned with national priorities. Representatives from key ministries, including public administration, foreign employment, tourism, health, education, transport, urban development, environment, and agriculture, along with Sri Lanka Police and the Western Provincial Council, participated in the workshop. Stay tuned, we will return after this commercial break. Welcome back. The Committee on Public Enterprises revealed the misuse of public funds and flawed execution of critical infrastructure development at the Bandaranayake International Airport. The committee made this revelation during a field investigation at the Bandaranayake International Airport to review the progress of the Bandaranayake International Airport development project. The visit, chaired by Member of Parliament Dr. Nishantha Samaravira followed COPE's earlier review of the Auditor General's reports for 2022 and 2023 and the performance of the airport and aviation services. The investigation focused on the construction of a remote apron and taxiways aimed at increasing aircraft stands. However, the committee found that both AASL and the Japanese joint venture firm hired for design and consultancy had failed to conduct proper technical or operational analysis, leading to challenges in achieving the project's objectives. Despite weaknesses identified during planning, AASL had implemented solutions to address some of the project's shortcomings. During discussions, COPE expressed displeasures over financial losses due to poor planning and called for stricter overseas in future projects to prevent public fund misuse. The committee plans to reconvene with AASL officials to further address these issues. Sri Lanka's exporters connected with Sri Lanka's missions abroad in a hybrid forum organized by the Ministry of Foreign Affairs, Foreign Employment and Tourism. The forum focused on promoting key export sectors and enhancing market opportunities globally. The forum brought together exporter groups from sectors such as IT, food processing, spices, electronics, seafood, apparel and gem and jewelry. Industry representatives presented their profiles and unique strengths to heads of Sri Lanka missions aiming to boost sector promotion overseas. The event, co-chaired by Deputy Ministers Arun Hemachandra and Chaturanga Abesinghe, emphasized export diversification and volume growth to meet the 2025 target of $19 billion. Deputy Minister Hemachandra urged heads of missions to expand Sri Lanka's export basket and actively support export-oriented SMEs and MSMEs. Deputy Minister Abesinghe highlighted the need for innovation and competitiveness to adapt to global trends, emphasizing the economic agenda's role in facilitating investment and trade. EDB Chairman Mangala Wijesinghe updated participants on export performance and called for support from Sri Lanka's missions in resolving trade issues and providing market insights. The session is a part of an ongoing series connecting exporters with missions abroad, following earlier presentations on it and investment sectors. The recruitment of Sri Lankan workers for agricultural jobs in Israel has resumed after a temporary suspension, with a new group of individuals selected for this opportunity. Air tickets were handed over to 12 of the selected workers by Foreign Employment Bureau Chairman Kosala Wickramasinghe at a ceremony held at the Bureau's premises last week. This group is scheduled to leave for Israel on April 20th, marking the third batch of workers chosen under this program. Two earlier groups had already departed following selections by Israeli representatives. The re-establishment of these opportunities follows extensive discussions with Israeli authorities. Officials from Israel's Ministry of Agriculture and the Population and Immigration Authority visited Sri Lanka and selected 95 candidates through physical fitness and other assessments. Chairman Kosala Wickramasinghe emphasized the workers' responsibility to uphold and potentially enhance the reputation of these opportunities, calling them unofficial ambassadors of Sri Lanka. He also advised the workers to use their earnings wisely for future prosperity. The Foreign Employment Bureau assures its support to these workers and continues to facilitate opportunities that strengthen Sri Lanka's foreign employment sector. That's all our news for today. For this and more, subscribe to our channel on YouTube and follow us on Facebook. Take care and good night.